Take two. Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Jerry. Welcome back to Just Draw Already. And in today's video, we are going to complete the shoe customization for The Last of Us Part 2. In the first video, we knocked out Abby's shoe. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll leave that video linked in the description below. All right, so exactly like I did on Abby's shoe, I'm gonna have 3 scenes from the game that happened to Ellie. Also, spoiler alert, if you haven't played the game, there are going to be clips from the game in this video. So if you haven't played it and don't wanna see it, feel free to drop off now. All right, with that being said, let's get started.
Close your eyes. It'll be worth it.
Okay.
30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Oh, someone cutting onions in here? I think someone's cutting onions in here, seriously. Oh, man, wow, sorry. So I started off drawing the outline of the space helmet, and once I got that down, slowly added more details until I got to a place that I was comfortable with. I didn't realize it at this point, but I messed up and drew the mouth closed instead of slightly open, which I try to fix later on in the painting. I learned how these paint markers work while working on the Abby shoe and discovered that it's important to put a base coat down in order to prevent the paint from bleeding into other areas where you don't want it to go, unless that was the original intent and you kind of wanted that blend look to it. It's relatively easy to fix these mistakes once the paint dries by going over it again with the correct color, but it can make the process more difficult, so I was trying to be aware of that throughout my time painting. We're just about done here, and I really like how this one turned out. I know Ellie looks kind of funky, not the best, but I do like the effect on the space helmet with the glass reflection and the shading underneath the helmet itself. I feel like we were just on a Disney ride or something. That was so intense. Holy shnikes. I really thought this would be fun to draw, and it turns out I was right. This was truly a treat. I wanted to get that clicker on the shoe either this one or Abby's shoe. I needed a clicker on there. Abby's shoe didn't deliver, so Ellie had to go on yours. I just remember the scene from the game being so intense, having to escape from the wolves and barely escaping with your life. Jesse, thank God, shows up to save the day, and I just knew that I needed to get something from that scene on this shoe. And I think them in the car, barreling down a cliff with a clicker, trying to scrape and grab at them on the hood of the car was just such a cool moment from the game, and I really did want to just nail it on the shoe. So I tried my hardest to get those details down. I personally am a fan of how Ellie's hair turned out in this painting. I think the highlights look nice, it's subtle. Jesse's face, on the other hand, do we have to talk about it? Can we just not talk about it? I would prefer to not talk about it because it's just not worthy of words. Let's just put it like that. I struggled so hard with trying to find the right values for his face. I couldn't do it. So if you guys have any tips on how to fix Jesse's face, leave a comment down below. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you know how to fix voice cracks, please let me know. This one's getting wrapped up now. I'm just adding the finishing touches to the clicker, really making that bad boy pop. And finally, I added some flowers and some highlights and shadows to the background to make it more cohesive and not just green blobs.
Every guy in this room is staring at you right now. Maybe they're staring at you. Or not. Maybe they're jealous of you. I'm just a girl, not a threat. Oh, Ellie. I think they should be terrified of you.
Last but certainly not least, we have the Ellie and Dina kiss. I knew right away this was going to be on the shoe. It was the one that I was the most worried about. And let me tell you why. Painting people with these markers and trying to get a realistic depiction is extremely difficult. And I wanted to get the essence of Dina and Ellie into this painting. That was my goal. It didn't have to look the best. I just wanted people to know, yep, that's Dina. Yep, that's Ellie. Yep, they're smooching. That's what I wanted to get across. And I think it all came together in the end. And I'm really happy with how these turned out. This is my favorite piece on the shoe. Because I really do, when I look at it, I see Ellie and Dina. And I think it captures that moment really well. The one thing that I am a little bummed about is the composition of this piece. It's just a little too low on the shoe. I wish their faces were raised to be more central so you could see it a bit more clearly. But in the end, I think it turned out really nice. I was shocked when I was done. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to turn out. Finally, we are done with the shoe. It's a couple days later after I started, but we have completed the Ellie shoe. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I love this piece in particular. I just think I really captured the essence of Dina and Ellie in this piece. But overall, really psyched how this came out. We're done. We're done with both shoes. Thank God. I also added a black border around some of the areas of the shoe just to kind of unify each of the shoes and make them more interesting. It just adds a layer of interest. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like more of these personal projects, I got a couple more ideas that I'm working on. So hopefully we'll see those soon. Thanks again for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.